I just want to call briefly on Nola now to relate some of what we've heard and link it into her experience as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island representative on the meeting here today. So thank you. Nola.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Anthony, Dudson, Stephen. It's always fascinating to watch you guys speak about this territory and mapping. As Aboriginal people, we have been mapping, as you know, for tens of thousands of years. We have a territory. Our territory in Wiradjuri is called a Duray, which is place of, and that is inherited to you through thousands of generations when you go through initiation. So you get a section of water and you get a section of land, and part of that land is a totem. So my great grandmother's totem is the welcome swallow, which is in far west New South Wales, and the welcome swallow, which is called Yurubin. So my territory is Yurubin Duray, and so every August, when the welcome swallows land on our territory, we sing it a language song and welcome it. So I get territory, I get mapping. We have song lines that connect every Aboriginal language group across Australia. We have a song line of the welcome swallow, which travels all around the world. So it connects everybody across the world to us, to our little piece of territory. In Aboriginal culture, we have kinship, of course. The kinship, which is different to what many other cultures believe is kinship. And I always do a session where I say, put yourself in the middle of a page and put arrows out to everybody who's in your kinship, those you trust, those that bring happiness to your life, those you would get up in the middle of the night and pay bond to get them out of jail, those you would open up your homes for. Now, and everybody does that, and some people take it as a very, as something that's competitive, and the more they put on the page, the better. And then I say, okay, now look at this page, and I want you to circle all those people that you are financially responsible for. The people on the page who you are completely responsible for their health, wealth, and happiness. And you should see the people, crossing out people all over the page because there's such a difference in who we're financially and, responsible for their health and well-being. And we talk about that difference. And on average in our study, there were about five to seven for individual people who they felt financially and physically and responsible for their well-being. For the collective people, which includes Aboriginal and many cultures of the world, we had an average of over 70 that we were absolutely 100% financially, physically responsible for their happiness, health, wealth, and well-being. So that was the difference between that kinship. And who you are as an individual is not important in our culture. Who you are in relationship to everything above and below ground in your local living landscape is your identity. Cultural practices, songs, ceremonies will help you reveal what is your relationship to birds, animals, insects, the land, the water, to place, and to members of your family now and from the past and to the future. This leads to an understanding of who one is within your own story, your own territory, one's inside territory, your inside identity. For instance, a totem identifies features and strengths from the inside to the holder. One of my totems is Wibbegang, which is a pied butcherbird. Pied butcherbird is fierce, It fights hawks and eagles much bigger than that. So I take its strengths and I give it mine, and we share. And you can have multiple totems, of course. And I do. When we're born, Aboriginal people are born, we're Wiradjuri, we get 3. In Aboriginal culture, you were taught their place within the laws and principles and activities by which the natural world was created. Thus, laws and principles of the natural world are dreaming, which is creation law, which generate human culture and society. This leads to a respect and adoration for the earth and allows for the discovery of internal and external knowledge of oneself. Language, everything has a purpose. So if we name a place, we don't name it Kevin, we name it for a purpose. The bend in the river, the way the animals use it, where they dig, how those plants grow, everything has a purpose. And in a collective, everybody comes before you. Your collective comes before you. So you are only individual in so much you are part of a collective. And this is the way our territory connects us. So wherever we are, we take our territory internally because we're connected through those totems, through that knowledge of what lives there. Anyway, that's my spiel on territories. Thank you.
Oh, well, that was awesome. Thank you very much.